Yo, y'all know what it is. Let's talk about it. It's the beef. It's the rap beef. It's Kendrick Lamar. It's Drake. BBL Drizzy. Let's get into it.
Psst, I see dead people. Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Depot, any rap nigga, he a freak throw. Man down, call like ambulance, tell him please, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these phony ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options.
So, the beef is concluded. Well, let me say the battle is concluded because this beef will be forever. Even right now, there's things unfolding as I speak. As we speak, there are things unfolding with the unsubstantiated accusations, with the fandoms in the Twitter wars, engaged in Twitter wars. You know what I'm talking about. And obviously, the music that's gonna stay with us. Like I've definitely been playing the music even to this day. Even the earlier stuff like Euphoria, like that, it's still getting love on my playlist. So I just wanted to talk about it. Now I know everyone and their mother has made a video about this beef. Some people were doing it in real time and reacting and like, whew, are you guys not exhausted? But it was fun. So yeah, I can't claim that this is the best video that you're gonna see, but I thought it was fitting to close that chapter that I opened up earlier. When I had my girls, my friends in a 3 hour conference about how the beef actually started, like right from the beginning, right? And I just thought that let me close that chapter because that last video was just out of pure excitement, and that's just what this beef was for me. It was really, really exciting. I kept asking myself, like, is this how it felt when Biggie and Pac were going up against each other? Because I've never experienced something of this magnitude, and it was super exciting. Not my goat being the instigator, like, dude, I was so excited. So, right, there's a clear winner to this beef, and who is surprised? Not me. Not me. Okay. I feel like Kendrick Lamar's strategy and the music that he put out really cemented the win for him because he did something here. He really did the way he went about everything, and that's what I want to talk about a little bit more. With Kendrick's ability to deliver thought out and thematic projects so consistently, I shouldn't have been surprised to see his approach to this beef, but I was. And that's on me because being not an MC myself, I didn't at the beginning of the beef think, okay, what strategy is either of these rappers gonna take. I just thought like you wanna outdo your opponent with every track. But Kendrick did have a clear strategy, and I think a lot of people are saying that won it for him, and I have to agree with that, right? So Kendrick's strategy was to expose Drake, right? He wanted to expose him for what Kendrick doesn't like about Drake. He was going at Drake from the beginning. He was going at Drake for being inauthentic, for seeking validation, exploiting Black American culture, and of course his morals or lack thereof. Now, as the battle got more heated, either rapper called into question the other rapper's morals with some scathing accusations on the family front. Now, as we know, the allegations they have not been substantiated, so I am not going to speculate on them, right? For the sake of just everyone's families, I hope that these accusations are just false because they're quite serious and tense, if I could say so. But that was Kendrick's approach, right? He's going to call out Drake for who he is and how he sees Drake and why he doesn't feel like Drake embodies hip hop and why he doesn't belong in those conversations about Big Three. Okay. Now, another thing that Kendrick did was anticipate his opponent's every move, and boy, did he not just execute that bloody well. As early as Euphoria, Kendrick makes mention of the angles that he anticipates Drake might take up in this battle. And if you go back and listen to the music, it's a bit creepy how like so many of Kendrick's lines have been fulfilled. It's just funny because you guys know Twitter. People are gonna pull up receipts and pull up what he said and what she said, and seeing what Kendrick said and what happened, how it went down, is really funny, and it's actually wild. It's giving the hard part 4 again. Oh dear. So yes, I slipped up there and said the hard part 6, which is Drake's final contribution to this saga. And he claims that he was feeding Kendrick false information. Now, you can entertain that if you want, but I don't. I do not. No. Just no. Just no. Anyways, I don't think I have to explain why that just doesn't sound right. And as I'm recording this, there's this bunch of weird Riddler stuff happening on Twitter, which obviously I take with a grain of salt, but the hard part 6, the claims that Drake is the mastermind behind all of this, is not believable to me, and it will never be believable to me. So let's take a step back, right? Let's not jump the gun. Let's talk about Family Matters, right? Family Matters was the best from Drake's side, the best to come out of this beef. It's got some really good beats and some really good punchlines at Kendrick. The video is cool. He destroyed the Good Kid, Mad City van. He's showing off Pharrell's chains. You know, it's typical Drake trolling type shit. You can tell that this was really Drake's red button, right? You did. That's what he said, you did. And he thought so. He thought so. But Kendrick very quickly took all the wind out of Drake's sails and dropped this haunting horror movie like track, Meet the Grahams. Steve in LA, Family Matters, then Meet the Grahams sequence of events is just the most iconic, chaotic, and villainous shit in hip hop for the last, I don't know, however long. Bro, it was wild. Now, that kind of demonstrates Kendrick's approach of anticipating his opponent. Why am I saying kind of? It perfectly demonstrates it, right? Kendrick suggested he has a mole among the OVO ranks in 616, which might I add is such a good song to come out of this beef. Like, dude, it's quintessential modern day Kendrick. Although I wanted to say that Euphoria is quintessential Kendrick, but modern day Kendrick definitely 616. Meet the Grahams feels like a like for like response to Family Matters, and the speed with which it was delivered to us. The album cover, why am I calling it album cover? The cover art, these things kind of point towards, you know, Kendrick knowing what was going on before it even went on. Like, yo, this man might be dangerous, okay? So even if you don't enjoy Meet the Grahams for the harshness, for the intensity, for the sound, for the allegations, you can still appreciate Kendrick's ability to take the wind out of Drake's sails, to anticipate and disarm Drake completely, because that's exactly what it did. Not Like Us is Kendrick's final indictment of Drake. He reminds us once again that Drake does not belong in the culture which he profits from, the culture that he parades, and has built his entire brand and empire on. Oh dear. He crucifies Drake for his slave music line from the previous song, and he does all of this over a crazy beat that makes the song a certified banger. DJ Mustard on the beat, how? Notably, the sound of the song is very recognizably West Coast, just further hitting home the point that Kendrick belongs. Kendrick is of the culture. Kendrick is a West Coast cat, and Drake is none of these things. And it's just the final nail in the coffin, honestly. We do have to speak about the Hard Part 6. Okay. The best thing about the Hard Part 6 is the name. Drake defiles a pretty iconic series as it has become, stealing the name in order to diss Kendrick. But other than that, honestly, it's poor. It's just my honest opinion. Drake isn't even dissing anyone on that track. He is defending himself to the death and trying to spin a story that I just do not believe. Allegedly. I think I should just say allegedly so that I don't get sued over this video. Like another thing that has occurred in the aftermath. Okay, another thing to occur in the aftermath of the beef is people revisiting some of Kendrick's albums, and one in particular, which I've also revisited, that is Mr. Morale. And truly, Mr. Morale is getting the love that it deserves, and we're always happy to see that because I've been championing that album since it came out because it's really good. But listening to it again after the allegations that were thrown at Kendrick Lamar, as I said, I can't speak on them or substantiate them, but it kind of gave me a more in-depth appreciation of the album. It took people alleging some intense things about Kendrick and his relationship with his fiance for me to really feel the gravity of the process and the journey that they went through. Because yes, Kendrick admitted to infidelity and he admitted to hurting his fiance. But it seemed a bit far off for me. It seemed a bit like of a distant idea of him actually, hurting his family, hurting his partner, and not being, this upstanding father, partner, husband, or whatever. And it took for me to kind of imagine, even if the allegations are false, it allowed me to imagine Kendrick really doing so much damage to his family unit. And when he speaks about hurting Whitney, it feels real. It feels real. And when he speaks about healing, when they speak about progress, and when they speak about overcoming together and creating a better family unit, a better environment for them and their children, it's the most essential thing about the album. They end the album on, the little girl Uzi Whitney saying that they've broken generational curses, and it feels more impactful, even if the allegations against Kendrick are not true. It made the idea of Kendrick hurting his family and not being the perfect father and husband it made it more real, whether those allegations be true or not. And it was just, great to listen to that album again after this past week of back and forth. I do listen to that album quite often. So yeah, that's kind of the beauty. I think that's one thing that we all appreciate about Kendrick's music, that certain things can happen and you see the album differently or see more value in the album due to your lived experience and due to, gaining more perspective. And so I would definitely recommend listening to any Kendrick Lamar album, and Mr. Morale is a good one to, try out. Yeah, definitely. So let me just wrap this up with some quick fire, not questions, but like, I guess I am questioning. Okay, so here's some last quick fire comments, questions, whatever you want to call it. My favorite track from the album is gonna be Euphoria. Yeah, he snapped. It's very dense, it's very rich. He goes, okay. I don't have to do all that. I don't have to do all that because you could just go listen to the fucking song and you fucking get it. Okay, Euphoria. Favorite track, personal favorite, Euphoria. Favorite line. Okay. Favorite line is gonna be when I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. Hey. Crazy, wild. There's a lot, but like that's the one that keeps my head. The worst track, I don't know, it's between the Hot Pot 6 and Taylor Made Freestyle. I don't know which is worse, but they were both really bad. The worst line. So the worst line comes from no other than Drizzy, BBL Drizzy. Then he says, if I was fucking up girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you suggested. Okay, and then something like favorite line from Drake. Favorite song from Drake is Family Matters. I don't want to give it too much credit also because like, yo, why does this hurt me so much just to say good on you, Drake? Okay, the song was good, but just want to highlight calling one of Kendrick's children Dave Free's child, and because of what? Instagram comments and Instagram follows. Drake, grow up, my man. Anyways, favorite track from Drake, Family Matters. And then favorite line, I actually have two lines. Okay, look at me, I'm not that much of a hater. The one where he says, if you when you hit your girl, is it self-defense because she's bigger than you? And then this other one that pops into my mind at random points in the day. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody hand him a Grammy right now. I don't know the rest of the song. Yeah, those are my favorite lines. I don't know. Tell me what you think. What do you like? Which line did you like? Which song did you not like? Which song did you like? Anyways, so thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far into the video, there's more videos. I don't know if I should be saying that there should be more videos on the horizon, given that I've been filming content, I've been going out and going to concerts, but I just have not vlogged them. But yeah, trust Kendrick to get me to actually do a video, to actually film and record and edit and all of that stuff. But I just wanted to drop this video on the anniversary of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys. Bye.